Today we're going to be unboxing this new Pacific R2 Ultra memory LCD monitor kit from Thermaltake. So this is basically to cover your DDR slots with a nice screen which will give computer information or can display other types of GIFs or images. So this will cover up to 4 slots, so whether or not you've got 2 sticks of RAM or 4, it'll cover them all. There's no specific fitting requirements for it, so you should be able to use it with most DDR memory that's out at the moment. I have also recently used the all-in-one version kit of this, which is the Flow RC Ultra 240. This is an all-in-one water cooling kit, so this covers your CPU and your memory as well, with 2 LCD screens. This was part of a competition that I entered a few months back. If you've seen the video on that, then you'll have seen some of the things that you can create to go on there or download from the internet and put on yourself. So with the Pacific R2, it's going to be very similar. It's the same type of screen that comes with the all-in-one kit, but obviously with this one you don't necessarily need to have a water-cooled system. You could use it on your memory. You could even put it somewhere else in your case, which is something that I might consider doing. And so we'll open this up and have a look what comes inside the box. So first off, we have the instruction manual, which shows how to fit it along with what comes with it. So it'll be using the motherboard's USB pins to connect to the computer. Possibly might also connect up to your USB sockets. I'll double check that when I set it up. And then the fitting for the actual screen looks to be micro USB. So this is the main screen. On the front it's got the Thermaltake logo. Around on the side it's just got a couple of screws. On the other side, micro USB along with some more screws. Nothing on the bottom, nothing on the top. And on the back of it, it's just got some more screws and then some square cutouts, which is where these pads will end up going. There's also the same square pad shape on the actual part that's going to be fitting onto the motherboard slots. So taking a closer look at this, it does have on the side there 2 buttons that you press in and the sides go outwards, so you can slow it down. And then there's nothing else much to do on here. The holes there will be to allow it to go over your motherboard DDR slots. So what we'll do is we'll quickly fit this onto a motherboard I have here and see how we go about doing that. So here we have an old motherboard which I'll use to demonstrate it. I've got a couple of sticks of Tough RAM RC DDR here. So we'll use this for the demonstration. So for the purpose of this video, I've put the 2 sticks in the 2 furthest slots, so slot 1 and slot 4. And then we'll take this little contraption here. So that's really simple to install. That clicks into place very easily. I'm not going to stick the sticky pads on just yet because I'm going to be using this in my main computer. So just for demonstration here, we'll pretend that I've stuck the sticky pads on and installed the screen on there. So once that's installed on there, that's how it would look. And we'll just double check the cabling that comes with this as well. So it has the motherboard USB connection pins there, and it's got 2 micro USB plugs on the end there. They do also plan on bringing out a CPU water cooler screen, so the double sockets will be helpful for that, because I'm going to assume that they'll use the same micro USB on the CPU one, so you just use one cable for both of them. This has now been installed on my DDR in my main computer. It's just circling through a couple of the pre-installed settings that you've got on it, so giving information like the RAM usage, temperatures, CPU usage and so on. So I'll just let it go through a couple of these so you get an idea, and then I'll quickly demonstrate some of the other options you have to have on the display, like the GIFs. You can make your own GIFs or JPEGs as well. There's also now a link on the Thermaltake software that takes you to the website where you can download some extra ones as well. At the moment I've just got the display balancing on top of my graphics card so I can show you it working alongside the application. So in the application I've got it currently on the carousel option. I've got half of the options ticked, so if you look down on the left hand side of the application you can see the ones that I've got ticked, and it's just circling through them. So there's the information for all the things that's on there: CPU, GPU and RAM, and also the liquid temperature as well if you wanted that. And then if you wanted to, there's 3 different sections that you can change the colour of. So that's like the logos, the text and the actual information like the temperature and so on. So you can just click on each one of them and change them to any colour that you want. Click apply and then they'll all update as easy as that. The other option you've got is if you just wanted to have your one specific thing on the screen all the time, so the CPU load or your memory usage and so on. The other good thing with these screens is also you can put some GIFs on it, which is what I did in that last competition that I entered. I made some GIFs for the system, so you can even use ones I made if you wanted to. If not, there is these ones that's built into the software, so there's 6 that look to come with it, and there's also a more button. If you click that, it should take you through to the website where you can download some more GIFs as well. You can also upload your own JPEGs as well if you wanted to do that, but for now we'll just quickly use one of the ones that comes supplied with the software. So that's the WoW one, and then we'll also do the anime one. And it's as simple as that. It's straightforward to plug in and set up and get going. And with this not having to be actually attached to your DDR, you can do what I've done here and move it around so it's easier to see depending on your setup. You might even choose to have it in the front of your case or the side window of your case closer to the glass or the plastic siding. The other option that you might go with as well is the CPU LCD screen. So if you did that, then on this application you can see at the top it's got my fans, my CPU cooler, some RGB strip lighting, and then the Pacific R2 Ultra here, which is currently what we're on. If you were to get the CPU one, then obviously it'll add the CPU one into this section at the top here as well, and any other Thermaltake parts you have. So that's it anyway for this video. I think I've pretty much covered it all, so hope it was useful to you, and I'll see you in the next video.